Namaste to all you cosmic souls, to all you seekers who are present here today. The collective of Ki that I read for, mentor, and guide. I thank you for being here today, for being present in your beautiful, amazing energy. Okay, so today's reading is for those who feel like you're on some kind of a mission. You don't know, you may know what, or you may be trying to figure out how do I go about this? Are there more people involved? Um, is there a community? What am I supposed to be doing here? A lot of real life questions coming up, but also, like, I think I have a mission here. And it's not just about me, it's about a lot of other people. Yeah. So we're going to tap into that in the form of a story. And just know that Ma Kali is here with us today in the form of a divine goddess. We also have Ma Durga. There is a saint, I think the holder of the Akashic records and the ring of fire and the violet flame. So if you are drawn to any of those things like violet flame meditations or the Akashic records, maybe read about it. You can even ask ChatGPT. We have ChatGPT now. But also refer your sources, find some books to read about it and find the real information that you kind of need to hear and know about it. Okay? Or you have a lot of people who guide on YouTube as well, who talk about these kind of things. So find reliable sources and trust your intuition. Like, does this person resonate with the frequency that I am emanating right now? Because depending on your frequency, the videos also will call to you. Okay? Because your phones or your devices are also vibrating on frequency, right? They're all gadgets. We have Wi-Fi. That's also frequency. And your frequency is also attuned to that. And that's why I say what kind of information that you take in is also affecting your own frequency. Right? So it's important to pause in between and really see if it really intuitively, you feel it. You will feel it. So even in today's story, don't make the story fit. Take what resonates and leave the rest for those who it is actually meant for, okay? I have my coffee here today. My coffee is strong and so am I. Yeah. Filter coffee all the way. Okay, so maybe take your choice of beverage, whatever floats your boat, and let's get into the reading. It's going to be a little different today. I think it's going to be quite interesting. Yes. Also, I just a couple of weeks ago, I made this turquoise and carnelian. This is also turquoise and carnelian with the ankh and copper for protection. So there are a lot of Egyptian gods and goddesses who are guiding you today. Maybe your life began, your soul's life began. Whenever I say life path, I'm not only talking about this life, okay? Your soul has been through many, many lives. If you are here as a part of Ki Collective, you are definitely coming from a long process of soul lives, and you've learned a lot to be present here today. Okay, so all of the information is already embedded in your soul's energy, and your ancestors are here with you, and at least one of your ancestors, like an old woman. Yes, it's a woman or it could be a man, but it's like really long hair. It's white and like grayish white. She has or he has wrinkles. It looks like a woman, but she looks very strong. So I'm unable to decipher whether it is a woman or a man, right? And yeah, we'll get into more of the details of this image. A horseshoe for protection is just coming. Okay, we'll get into the story now. Get your coffee, get your chai, get your hot water, whatever floats your boat, and let's get into the reading. Collective of Ki, I call upon thee. The answers you seek shall be channeled through me. I call upon the spiritual court of love and healing to be present here with us today, to guide me through as a channel, keeping us protected in our individual spaces. Thank you. And let us begin. Today we start with the Unfolding Path Tarot and see what needs to come through. So we have the King of Cups, a very romantic, masculine energy coming through. Could be a water sign. Pisces. Okay. Okay, are any of you Pisces over here? Or are you connecting with a Pisces around you? I'm Pisces, by the way. I mean, my sun is in Pisces. And then we have the Four of Pentacles. Give me one more card. Then we have the Judgment. So what I can clearly see over here is that, okay, honestly, I can see that a lot of past has sort of unraveled itself. A lot of shadows have unraveled themselves. So you're sort of still holding on to that kind of energy. You're still holding on to any kind of past that you have been in and what you have achieved, what you have been through. You're sort of holding on to it because it feels like gold to you. At the same time, you dream of so much more. And you feel like you deserve so much more. And, you know, the energy, if, I don't know, of course, I see a lot of masculine presence flowing in the feminine energy. So it's like the masculine container is here to hold the feminine container. Yes, so the feminines are asked to kind of drop their shield and say, okay, it's okay for the feminine to rest now. The masculine is here to take over, to actually take the lead. Because I feel like a lot of you have been doing life by yourself for a very long time. And, you know, you're in a space where I still want to be that person, but at the same time, there's someone to hold you. But the thing is, when that masculine container is able to hold you, it's like almost like even a little bit of love, even a little bit of affection can actually, you know, you take that love and you explode it into the world. Your whole world becomes love because you already encompass so much love within you that it kind of, even just a little speck of it can burst. And it's almost like an overflowing energy because it's so soft. It's like so much capacity to hold that energy within you. And it's time for you to say, okay, I'm ready to take this in. I'm ready to accept it. I'm really ready to receive because you have no idea what's actually coming for you. So let's see now what the story is. Now we're going to keep these cards aside because this is the energy of the unfolding path of something that is probably coming towards you in the near future, or you can already sort of feel the presence of it. So now I'm going to, okay, understand. Of course, that had to come through. So when I was shuffling the cards and re-energizing them, this is the card that I sort of piqued, okay? When I was shuffling, that card sort of caught my eye. So that's why I said I'm not surprised that it's here right now. And so we're sort of getting into your story and understanding the path of your life so that we can understand what this mission is. And for that mission to be understood, we go kind of way back. So in your life, there could have been many moons where, I don't know, maybe you sat with a friend and you spoke about life, how it is unfolding, and sort of how maybe that you had the best life, but at the same time, there were a lot of questionable things happening in terms of the kind of people that you are around, the kind of energies that you embody on your own. Why do I feel this way? But this is how I feel and I enjoy it anyway. There's a lot of love, okay? But I also see that very early on, you could be sensing energies of those who have passed on. Okay, because we do have Anubis here. And it's like a pathway, like a threshold between the living and the non-living, right? So especially during the full moons, the new moons, you can sense these energies a lot more prominently. And this could have been something in your path for a very long time. And that is part of your life purpose, your mission. There's a reason that you are able to sense those things. There is a reason that you have been put in the situation of life, of family, of wherever you are right now, just the way your life has kind of unfolded for a reason, so that you are able to open up into these portals of energies that are already a part of you, that are already within you. You may have a dream or a desire like, that is the person I need to be, and that is the direction I'm sort of moving towards. Of course, your life circumstances and all of that may have shown you a lot of different things, and whatever you desired, whatever you saw that that's where I need to be, was sort of really far away. Like, there are so many things I need to do to actually get there, but at the same time, you should know that it just exists, because a lot of people's thoughts, a lot of people's energies sort of came into your own mind, into your own thoughts, and may have influenced you in many ways. Okay, so if you see this card here, so what I noticed is the snake on the top. Okay, so a lot of times other people's words and influences may have subconsciously affected you, even though consciously you know the direction, the desire, the dream that you're moving towards. But a lot of other people's energy started affecting you, and you took a lot of time to your own self. Okay, you took a lot of time to be in your own energy, into the hermit mode. You sat with yourself so that your intuition could show you the way, rather than what other people's words used to say. Now, not to say that the other people's words weren't wrong. Okay, it's just that everybody comes from a certain place of experience, and they could talk from their experience, and sometimes it may work for you, sometimes it may not, and only your intuition can tell you. Now, your mind had gone to such a place where You started chasing that dream. It's like, no, that's what I want. That's what I want. Why is it not here? Why? A lot of impatience started coming. Mostly because somewhere you might have felt like, can this actually happen? Like, is this true? Am I just dreaming? But then when you go into your intuition, your inner self, you know that there is a path for you. There's no other way. There are just many other directions that you can take the path. You can walk different paths to the same destination. Now, to figure that out, you tried many different ways, some which worked, some which didn't. But you might have always stepped from survival mode into creation back to survival. So you were creating from the space of survival, from your root chakra, basically. And even though you encompass such a big amount of love, you were still creating from that survival. Like, what do I need to do? How do I make money? How do I do this? How do I do that? And all of your work started coming from that survival space, rather than, imagine if you already have everything that you need, and whatever you're creating for, the reason behind that, the core, not the core, I'm not talking about the reason that, the mission, right? I want to help other people, or I want to do this for this reason. There could be a deeper meaning from where you were creating. It could be that you were creating from a place of I don't have enough. That's where you were creating from. And that's why, even though you created, you did well, you came back into that survival state of I don't have enough, because it got over and you're like, okay, now I need a new idea, and go back there, and that looping cycle. But what if you already had everything? Everything was already sorted. How would you create? Who would you create for when it was already stabilized? You have enough, you are enough, everything is embodied within you. Then what would you do? What would you create? How would you create? How would you speak? How would you act? How would you live? How would you be? Would you do the same things that you're doing right now? Would you create from the same place that you're creating right now? So those are the things that you need to think about in your own time. You're perfect just the way you are, and I think that you've already known that for a very long period of time. Just that maybe sometimes you felt you had your doubts and all of that. It's exactly what we were talking about. Like, what if you already had it all? Because she's holding the desire in her hand. It's already hers. Here, he is still like, okay, I'm done enough, but still I don't feel that good. What's going on? This is supposed to make me happy, right? But she is so free flowing. She's standing on her toes. She's balancing so well her desires, her abundance, her love for herself, her sovereignty. And she has a wheel over her head, which means that her nervous system is very stabilized. She's very authentic in her own self. So creating from that place and taking action from that kind of a place as you walk your path, whether it's a deserted land or, you feel like you just want to leave. I am so done with this. Cannot grow here anymore. You want to kind of uproot your life and say, let's go. I have what I need. Let's go. But there's still something holding you back. Okay, because the horse is ready to walk, but you see his face, he's a little like, I'm angry, I just want to go. The surrender is yet to come. Again, the question is coming, what are you really doing this for? And I'm like, what am I doing this reading for? Who am I reading for? I know I'm reading for Key Collective, but who are you guys? Because this infidelity. Okay. This is really funny. Okay, so I had a dream actually, and in that dream, I don't know, maybe there's an abandonment wound that somebody will or you will. Yeah, okay, so what if there is already another person? What if there is already some kind of other energies attached to this person? What if there is another energy attached to me that is sort of holding me back? Right? And if you're even asking these questions, first of all, you already know. Okay. And second, it's not just the energy cleansing. Of course, that also matters. But at the same time, it really, how you navigate through that is what you have to figure out. Because even if there is some kind of energy holding you back, that same energy, you can sort of transmute it and channel it towards helping you in your path rather than holding you back, because energy is energy. It cannot be destroyed, neither be created. It can only be transformed. So whatever energy that is holding you back, sort of alchemize it, sort of transform it into creating the path for you ahead. Channel it, because there are two sides to every coin. You can go in this direction, you can go in that direction. Now you choose the direction that you want to direct this energy that is coming in. Because there is sort of a discord. I'm just reading that. Discord. It is a French deck from the Egyptian tarot. So that is why I said, Egyptian energy is coming through, like the Ankh I'm wearing here today. Oops. Oh, okay, let's close it. So you choose which direction this energy has to go in. And I'm going to read this card later on, because I feel like there's something else that needs to come through before we reach there. So is it this deck that I'm supposed to know? Okay. The Divine Feminine rises through, and through her power she sees the truth. The Divine Feminine rises through, and through her power she sees the truth. The Divine Feminine rises through, and through her power she sees the truth. You have the strength to do it. You have the capability of doing it. All of the experiences you've had until today have actually made you really, really strong. And your past does not repeat itself unless you repeat it in your own mind's eye. Whatever you have learned, whatever you have been through, have now been stored as wisdom, and repeating them as stories and a story of self-pity is not getting you anywhere. So instead, use that to your power. That's your shadow, right? You're learning how to integrate the shadow and really make it a part of your path as wisdom, because it has taught you so much. It has made you so strong. And it's like no matter what happens, you still love, you still want to love, it's not even that you want to love, it's just that you do. Because there's no other way. You just have to love. That's it. Interesting. So I'm just going to read one of the sticky notes I have in front of me. Repetition reinforces the circuits in your brain and forms neural connections. It becomes a part of you. So whatever you repeat becomes a part of you. Whatever you place your awareness on becomes a part of you. Okay, I'm going to reshuffle because there's no talking when we shuffle. What is the story? Okay, the same card came through. So we have the 10 of Cups now. So, why did I say Cups? 10 of Pentacles. So, of course, there is the Cups energy as we saw in the beginning, right? The Cups. So, I've just kept the cards aside because I know that that is the path that is coming for you. But we're sort of, releasing and understanding where the energy is holding on to you. So we have the 10 of Pentacles here. So you are meant to have a really abundant life. You are meant to sort of live a beautiful family life. Maybe in Rome. I don't know why I'm saying Rome. I'm saying it's like very old energy. A place that has been here for a very, very long time and still holds the energy that used to be present then. A partnership is coming towards you. We have the 2 of Cups as I cut the deck, okay? So a very balanced partnership. So this is kind of where you're able to see initiative. You're able to, there is a home and there is a goddess. It's almost like, the Page of Cups, like the masculine energy is sort of just restarting the journey, and the feminine energy has found herself in her sovereignty. So it's, as we spoke about, you're just uprooting your entire life to start anew. And in this newness, because you're in a completely blank, neutral state, you're just sort of flowing and relearning how to trust the flow, I'm hearing. It's like that's when this opportunity enters your life. Okay, and you may not even realize that that's your opportunity. And I'm able to see that the Hermit is speaking from the background. So whatever doubts and questions that are coming through, just sit with yourself, sit within. And I don't know, maybe snow will be helpful, like some cold water showers, or sitting within your own self and seeing what the energies are trying to tell you, what your intuition is trying to tell you. Again, just remember that past patterns may loop in your mind saying that this is what happened and this could happen. Okay, like, of course, there is a possibility, but what about the other possibility that you do not even know that exists? Of course, there could be like a positive possibility of it going really well the way you imagine, and there is the possibility of it happening better than you ever imagined, and you don't know what that better possibility is. So just allow it to come to you while you stand your ground, while you do your thing, while you stand in your own sovereignty. You are that power and you need to step into it. We have the number 77, and I've been seeing 7777 a lot, and also a lot of 2222s. So yeah, maybe some of those numbers connect with you. Something is here, something is here, something is here. Okay, I think I need to pick my journal out. Okay, again, we have the 2 of Cups, so I think I'm meant to keep that over there. I'm just going to pick my journal. Give me a minute. So we have the Dragon and Fox energy. Okay, so you're like in the in-between phase where everything is sort of restructuring for you. I'm just going to open a random page of the journal because there's something that needs to come through. Okay, it's you. Write a letter to your younger self. Hey, little girl, little boy, come here for a moment. I know you're going through a phase right now, as you always do. You followed your heart. Keep doing that. Give your dreams another shot, because you know what? It's happening. So I see you, I remember you, I remember every dream you whispered in your heart and into your pillow late at night, the ones you were too shy to say out loud, the ones you thought were scary because they felt too big, too bold, too bright, just like your soul, full of light and magic. You know what? It already exists. You dreamed of a reality that already exists in the quantum field. I'm living them right now. We are living them right now. Back then, you didn't know how strong you were. You knew in your heart, but you didn't know the capacity that your magic and of your mind, the things that it held. You didn't know your softness was not weakness, it was your power. You hid sometimes behind silence, behind what ifs, behind, am I allowed to shine? But you kept dreaming anyway. You kept imagining in your mind. You kept trying even when nobody understood your way of feeling so deeply. And now you finally get to see what all of that you became. You'd be so proud of us. So proud of you, so proud of me. Seriously, so proud. We created something so beautiful with heart, with intuition, with joy. We stepped forward together instead of hiding. We trusted uncertainty instead of shrinking from it. And we did it with all the same magic that you guarded for so long. I want you to know this. You were never too sensitive. You were never too quiet. You were never too dreaming. You were preparing me. You, little girl, were shaping me. You were building the version of us who could finally walk into the room and think, I belong here. My presence adds beauty here. So thank you for surviving the hard days, for protecting the soft parts, for holding on to the imagination even when everything felt confusing. Thank you for not giving up on us. I promise you this, I will keep dreaming, even the dreams you were too scared to touch. I will keep showing up, even in the places that you thought were too big for us. I will keep letting us be seen, be heard, be celebrated. And you can rest now. I'll take it from here. I think the energy was so intense that my phone switched off. And so I just closed the space and I let the phone be switched off. I went for a little walk. I gathered my thoughts. I reframed the energy. And I'm back here to continue the reading. I'll do a separate video with the whole letter to your younger self. And we'll let the letter be closed here. This letter was written sometime in November, which I channeled through today. And oh my God, I just sort of remembered how good it can get when you walk from a place of love and you just surrender. You dream, you surrender your dream, and you continue to live from a place of love. A lot of magic can come your way. A lot of magic can happen. Miracles exist in places that honestly you cannot even imagine. Okay, so I'm going to clear these cards. We'll read through these two if required, and we'll see where this is going from here. So the energy has been reset, and we're going to read through the cosmic slumber. If your legs are folded, just open them up and ground your feet. Bring it to the earth. And take 3 breaths in your own time as I pick the cards out. All right, we have here the Two of Torches, the Eight of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles. Before that, let us just read through these. You're moving towards a place of multiple choices. And no matter what you do, these choices are going to exist anyway. So whether it is upright or reversed, sort of, is the energy, it will give you the same result. So instead of thinking of just do, and just make sure you're doing it from a place of love, doing it from your heart, and make sure that you are grounded, because the energy currently lies in the sacral, going up towards the heart. So it's sort of like, I think the masculine energy from the root space is moving to the heart space. And for the feminine energies, it's moving from the crown into the heart space. So if you're aligned with both the energies in a sense, you will find that both are happening within you, right? So you are overall moving to a space of creation. So you're just being asked to create without putting thought into it. Let the structure come. Okay, I call it my Meraki rhythm. Meraki is to put a part of your soul into everything that you do, and the rhythm is what we call discipline, but in our own rhythmic flow. It's not, it doesn't feel tense, it feels like flow, but you're giving energy at the same time every day to that particular thing. Okay, so we'll keep these cards aside. Now, coming to the Two of Torches here, you can see two different doors, and whichever door you take, that's what we spoke about just now, whichever door you take, both have equal momentum. It's just that it's sort of like a different path. Okay, and as you flow into it, as you find your own rhythm, there will be sort of like a steep climb amidst the waves of the ocean. You already have your foundation, but as I said, it's probably like, you want to uproot your life and just walk away. Everything is good here, but you kind of want to climb the mountain and start a new life atop the mountain. Because even with the Three of Pentacles, it's like you've crossed the Three of Wands energy, okay, which is the Three of Torches in this deck. So the Three of Wands energy is like you're watching your life on the other side. It's coming from a place of first visualizing, looking at it and all of that. And once your visualization is set, you're sort of looking at the other side. You're like, so that's where I want to go now, right? And that's what you're sort of looking at. And now that you've passed that, the fruition comes with the Four of Wands, where everything sort of comes together. So even the tarot cards are sort of a storyline for you. But I just showed you these cards so that you can see that now you've crossed the fence to the other side and you're ready to walk the path. So whatever resources you have, you're sort of putting them into the other life, the other path, into your dreams, into your true reality, into your true mission, and you're all ready for it. It's It's not like it's going to be a hard path, but it's going to be a path that you're really going to enjoy. But at the same time, of course, obstacles or challenges will come your way, but it doesn't feel like an obstacle or a challenge because you're sort of ready for it. You're more than prepared for it. You're just like, yeah, okay, now I just need to do it. I have prepared for it for so long, and now I'm just going towards it. So, उसमें क्या है? I will just walk, I will just go. And that's what you're doing. And it's like watching you cross the fence and really walk that path, putting all your resources into action. Other people, when they look at it, they're like, this person is just dreaming. This person is just, putting ideas into the. We see this as a cloud of smoke, actually, right? So it's like it's not grounded yet. But the thing is, you know where you're going. Other people may look at it like, what is this person doing? It doesn't make sense. But you know exactly where this trajectory is going to lead you, and you're just walking towards it. You're just trusting in the universe, and you're part of the quantum field now, which it's not about the other people. But the thing is, looking at you, other people are also crossing the fence. If that person can trust so much and just go for it, just do it, why can't I? So they've crossed the fence, they're looking from afar, and they're getting inspired by you. Sort of, that is the follow through that is coming through. Okay, so I want to pick one more card from the Cosmic Slumber. Okay, I sort of knew, I felt like there was a bit of heartbreak that had to come through. It's not necessarily a heartbreak, but as you leave the things behind, a lot of things are going to feel a bit shaky in your heart, right? Because it's like a grounded path that you're going in. You've already worked through a lot of things, but some kind of attachment had held you back to this beautiful place that you're already in. And to leave this beautiful place and walk your other path, walk your path of your mission, of your divine mission that has been given to you before you even took birth on this earth, right? So you're working on releasing that attachment now, and that's why you're being asked to just flow with it. Whatever comes, whatever has to happen, let it happen, because there has to be some sort of disintegration before integration can happen, and you're sort of flowing into that disintegration, or you're working on it. You're at least trying to work on it. Okay, now we're going to move to this is the story of your journey, and now we're going to come back to the unfolding path of what is happening. The first few cards that we picked that sort of came out from the unfolding path deck. So I'm going to clear this out and we're going to step into that. So these are the cards that were already present, so I'm just going to sort of leave them here for you. Okay. Now, maybe now these cards will sort of make more sense, in the sense that trusting in the unknown can actually bring you a lot of power. Because from the unknown you create. Creating from the void space, we have the Page of Swords. So this is your card, Page of Swords. And from everything that you've learned, you're sort of making magic out of it. A lot of animals are working with you. The roots that you had grown, the seeds that you had planted, the grounding that you've done, it's sort of holding you as wisdom. It's growing into you right now. Like your roots are not only under the ground, but your roots are growing into your arms and legs, sort of, to ground every part of you. And through all the knowledge that you already have, you're taking the divine inspired action. And that can also lead to divine union in your own soul. So the divine feminine and masculine integrating within your own heart. And also, of course, we have the white dove. So if this is something that you've been looking for, some kind of a divine union of your counterpart and you in your 3D reality, that is also part of your divine mission. It is not your mission, only mission, but it is a divine mission, as in it's integrating so that you can, that can kind of integrate with you and grow with you, sort of. It's just one part of the whole thing. So to say that whatever inspired action that you're taking now is sort of so that divine union can occur, and then we'll see what comes next. What is this mission about? Oh, you're not meant to know yet. You're not, wow. You're not meant to know yet. This is pregnancy in energy form. I think this came out through another reading just recently. I think that was the reading of the void. So if you've sort of connecting to this reading, then you might connect to the other reading that talks about the void space and creating from the void space. It's like an entire energy reset. So this is pregnancy in energy form. You are creating, your womb is alive right now. So anything that you create is sort of being created and protected in your own space, and it will be seen when it has grown in the womb itself, right? When you're ready to sort of show it. And then we have the Queen of Cups, which means that whatever you do, you'll be standing in your sovereignty. You'll be sort of standing in your own divine power. And it also sort of comes through as whoever you are, whatever you are, you're standing in your authentic self, and you are creating magic that just through your sensitivity and your vulnerability, as you've embodied it as your strength. Your boundaries are not rigid, but they're free flowing, and they're more embodied rather than rigid structure like the Meraki rhythm, right? So the energy is sort of saying that just trust in the flow of the divine universe, and also keep doing what you're doing, because that matters. What you're doing matters, but not forcefully. It's free-flowing action. When you hold on too tight, you're not able to flow freely. You're again acting from a place of survival, from your root chakra and your solar plexus, your sacral, your lower chakras. And when you step into the heart space, we have so much cups energy, right? You're just being asked to flow and take the divine action from a space of flow, right? Your divine mission will come to you when the time is right, because it is currently in the womb of creation. And if you connect with the womb of creation, I've spoken about it before. It's womb of creation is a channeling that I do for women, particularly in the space of growth, and we chart out a 6 to 9 month journey. So it's a very committed journey that kind of follows the rhythm of your own life right now. It's not about changing things, but it's about the little things that you do for yourself. Anything that is holding you back, how we transform and transmute that energy into becoming and being, rather than just allowing that to lead your way, making sure that you're aware of what you're just aware. You're just aware. So It's an integration that comes with movement, flow, and there will be a chart that includes the Meraki rhythm as well, which we'll dive deep into. If you're interested in it, you can just write me a mail or Instagram DM me on Sacred Whispers of Ki. You can find the details in the description box down below. Your space of thinking is now done, and now you're moving into a space of just flowing with it and taking divine action through flow. So allow that and just flow. With that, I close the space of energy that has transformed through this reading. I call upon for protection from the spirit guides, spiritual court, and the angel messengers from God, as well as Ma Kali, to keep us protected in this space. I thank the spiritual court of love and healing for being here today, for guiding us through with divine grace, with me as a channel, allowing the messages to come through for the divine collective of Ki. I thank you for your presence today. I just saw a wand with a lotus on top and a little crystal, a clear quartz. It was a golden brass wand. And as I closed the energy space, as I thanked the guides, I saw this lotus opening up, and it was so beautiful. I just saw it in my mind's eye as I closed the space, and you are all just blooming. It's not a place to think. It's just feel, flow, and just do from a space of love. Just be love and embody your boundaries. Don't make them too rigid. It's not about making them. Allow the embodiment to happen. Okay? Also, if you're interested in these, there are similar products on Soul Key Crystals on Instagram. Check it out. Okay? I thank you for your presence. I thank you for your energy. I thank you, all you divine seekers, for being present here today. As always, with so much love, so much grace, and so much protection. Namaste.